Are you feeling like it's a little bit bad? No, it's okay. I can hear you perfectly.
Okay.
All right. So how are you? How have you been doing these days?
Good morning.
Nothing, teacher. Good morning.
Give me a second. I think I have internet issues because I couldn't hear the first phone call. I'm gonna move to next to the Wi-Fi source.
Okay, perfect.
Give me a
So,
second.
Days,
yes. Tell me, Laura,
tell me. Hello.
how are you doing these days? Yes.
In these days, doing homework because in the cena I'm still studying online, so I need to do like draws, read some books or something like that. Draw a little bit, play games, do exercise, and no more. Hmm.
Okay, cool. You're doing many things.
Yeah,
And what
yeah.
about you, Angel? Angela, do you find the Wi-Fi source? Okay, she's looking for it. Okay, yes, no, here I'm doing the same. So I'm living in a house that's in a farm. So we have different trees. We have avocados, we have guavas, we have papaya, we have many things. So I kind of been working in that place too. Okay, great. So Angela, could you find the connection?
Yes, I was like
Okay.
also looking for my headphones because I don't know. I didn't know where I left them last night. So, and I turned off the chimney because today my town is super cold. It's been raining since midnight. So,
Oh, you live in Kota, right?
yes, uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh
Kota
God.
is rain. I used to go in my bicycle from Suwa to Tejo, and in that place is sometimes very cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today is
Is
one.
that
Today is one of those days.
oh God.
Mhm. So, and I, for the first time, I got ready on time and I took a shower and I was like, I always show up to class without wearing my PJs. Today I'm gonna be dressed up.
Mhm.
It's super
Yeah, I
cold.
mean it's Saturday, so it's okay. You
Yeah.
can
Oh,
relax and feel a
really?
little bit. Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, well, for today, let me share the screen. And we're going to have a speaking session for advanced level. And today we're going to discuss diverse topics that are kind of controversial. So the idea is that I'm going to give you a topic. For example, we're going to talk about abortion. So question would be this, the one that you see in the first line. And then you're going to, each one of you is going to choose the pros or the cons. So let's
Okay.
suppose that Angela is going to do three pros and Laura is going to do the three cons. And you're going to use arguments to expose your point of view. And then you will ask a question to the other person. I can share this link with you, so I will do that. And you can gather some other ideas.
I
Each
can
one
be,
of you,
I
tell
cannot
me.
be pro abortion.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
the
fine.
other.
So, yeah, you can, could be the other. No problem. Okay, so you are going to have 3 minutes to expose your idea, and apart from the question is after the 3 minutes. Okay. So this is just the link you can use to gather more information, but if you don't want, it's okay. So yeah, that would be the first one. Should abortion be legal? You have 2 minutes to organize your ideas. I'm going to send here in the chat the link, maybe
yeah.
if you want to use.
Mhm.
Okay.
So 2 minutes, so at 8:12, we're going to start sharing the point of view. Okay, perfect. So you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So who wants to start?
I was having breakfast.
Mm.
Okay, let's start with Laura. It's okay?
Okay. Yeah, okay. Don't worry.
All right. So you start now.
Okay. When we take account when we talk about abortion, say that, I think abortion that is a baby that nourishes like grow up. I need to feel in count that to have in count there is a human that the fetus feel pain. So when you do abort, the fetus, the baby feel pain when you do that. If you gonna do it, we need to take down that the religion feel that the first that the conception it's a human, it's a baby feel. So even the loss of God, you are doing something bad. Other thing that is bad is mm, maybe the health mental, because when a woman do that, after that the woman their mental healthy, nor is the better. The other thing is maybe the thing that I forget the words. The adoption,
Okay.
because if the adoption, if the abort's gonna be legal, the adoption not gonna be an option more. Like if you can do a abort, where I don't gonna put the my baby in adoption. I'm gonna abort the baby. And what happened with the woman that can't have a baby by herself? What happened with that woman that wants a baby gonna be the point if the abort gonna be legal, gonna arrive at the point that don't have more babies for adopt. So we gonna put away the the option to the other families have a baby, take care about a baby. Other things. Oh my God. Okay, the question for Angela is the next. What if a member is left with a mental problem because of the abortion?
It's a lady has a problems to the abortion.
The lady get an abort. So what happened if the lady left with a health problems,
Yeah,
mental
but
problems?
if she has mental issues, she should go to a good psychiatrist that can help her to treat her issues. I see that you are in pro-abortion, like no against abortion. That's okay. I mean,
I
against
don't know. They
abortion.
read.
That's okay. I can take the other argument. Well, yeah, I would say that the state provides professional mental health cares to help women when after they had a baby. So to me, that's not a big issue. I'm just making that up, which is not. But in reality, it's not. Okay. Okay. So my
All
argument.
right. Yeah, well, one second. I think Laura was very good. Okay. Uh, I think her arguments were cons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you
Yes.
could please help us with the with that one.
Yes. She chose
Okay,
the.
let's start now.
Okay, so according to the Supreme Court of the United States, abortion is illegal and it is a right that every woman can have. Or another thing is like women should have the power to control their own bodies and no one can take that out of them. And according to research, the babies don't feel any pain and life doesn't start when it's a little egg. Life starts when it's a baby. So when doctors perform abortion, it should be because raped or because the mom has health issues like cancer or the baby is coming with with abnormalities. I think that's the word. So it's better to interrupt the process of the baby and women, if they also women, they need to have power to decide what if the lady's very poor and she cannot support the baby. So abortion is very good for women with economic disadvantage, and also what else? Okay, abortion is a way to control the overgrowth of population in the world, and some people say the faith use faith issues, like faith arguments to prove the abortion is illegal. But if the lady doesn't believe in God, that, or the parents, I mean, it doesn't have to be, she cannot be forced to have a baby just because the Bible says that she cannot have an abortion. Okay, and then and if you're talking about the Bible specifically, the Bible doesn't say anything exactly related to abortion. So that shouldn't be a real argument for people to say abortion is illegal. So my question, it is, what would you say to a person who doesn't have the income to support a baby? Would you like that lady to have the baby and to continue living on poverty rather than the kid not to be born and the lady can survive alone? What would you say to a lady who doesn't have the money?
For that question, I think that for that reason exists the adoption. So she can take the baby, but she can give the baby in adoption. Have a lot of people that want a baby and don't have the possibility to like buy and sell, have a baby. So I think that is a good option.
Okay.
All right. So, Angela, you didn't have any mistakes in your speaking. It was very good. You organized the ideas perfectly fine. And Laura has some grammar issues. For
Yeah.
example, you say baby feels because it's a third person, right? Baby
Okay.
could be he or she. And you can use the expression take into account. You said health mental, and actually you can change the order. You can say mental health.
Yeah.
Is not the better, maybe. What do you think it should be the correct answer to this? I mean, the correct way of taking about this is not the
It's not
best,
the way, maybe. It's
the
not the
best.
good way.
Okay, it's not the good way, yeah. And what happened? What
With
happened? What is the plural of woman
yeah.
with women? If we are talking about a general, we're talking about all women. Okay,
Okay.
babies
Adoption.
to adopt, to adopt. I think the correct preposition is to, and take care of is the
Yeah. Okay.
take care of. And that's it. Okay, very good, very good. Excellent. So ready for the next topic. This one is, of course, controversial. Some countries have already accepted, but in Colombia maybe not. Should gay marriage be legal? Who wants to be the pros and who wants to be the con?
Oh, I want to be against that.
Yeah, the con. Okay, okay. So Laura, you are pro. So you are going to
Okay.
expose 3 ideas in which you say why are you in agreement, kind of. Okay. So let me send you the link.
Please.
Okay, there you go. So again, 2 minutes and then you expose your ideas. Okay, ready. So, who wants to start? Angela, it's okay. Angela, are you there?
Oh, sorry, my microphone was off. Okay, I
No worries.
think, okay, marriage is an institution uh, that originally designed for a man and a woman, because the purpose is to have children and make society and communities to grow through procreation. And not just the Bible, but other religions support the idea of having marriage just between woman and a man, a woman and a man. And also when God created man, he created Adam and Eve. He didn't create Adam and Steve. And also it is, I believe, children need a mom and a dad to have a normal development. And it is against nature to have two moms or two dads. Okay, they kids don't have emotional security if they are not raised in a house with mom and a dad, and they're gonna have tons of psychological issues because they cannot identify with one of the parents. Let's say two male, a couple gay male adopted a baby girl. So who's gonna portray the mom's figure for that little girl? Since she doesn't have that image, it's gonna be a psychological problem for her. So I'm not against gay people, but I think they don't have the right to marry. I mean, if they want to do it, if they want to do whatever they want to with their bodies, it's okay. But I do not agree with them adopting babies, because that's going to bring decay to the society. So it's the institution of marriage is going to fail, basically. So my question is, what would you say to the religious people around the world? I'm not talking about Christianity, but in general, that believe that God created marriage as an institution between a man and a woman. So what would you say to them? What is your argument?
I think it's like the option for everyone to live or not believe that the marriage is love. The focus of the relationship should be the love, not should be have sex and have children. No, and we need to think on that. You couldn't say no if two men or two women are happy, also in love. And I think there is bad if you're gonna tell that. And even the religion, I think the religion always gonna put first the love, the feelings that other things.
Yeah, but you're talking about love. Love is different than marriage. Those are two different arguments. I can love
So it's good,
people, but I don't
but
need to get married.
yeah, but in the relationship you put first the sex or get or have babies. No, it's a real relationship.
No, because
And
that's the institution created to have family, is to procreate, to make
I have
humans to grow up.
And what happened with the women that couldn't have babies? These two can be real because the woman can have babies,
Yeah,
even they are men,
that's
women.
why adoption
So
exists.
the point.
Yeah. It's hard topic.
Yeah,
um,
hurt.
but this is
But
actually your point of view until like not for the sake of the activity.
yeah.
But
Both. I'm
okay.
against abortion and against gay marriage. And yeah, and besides religion, I do not criticize those people. I don't know what issues they have, but I do not agree with that. It's like, I mean, they can do whatever they want to, but why? Who? I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna stop because I get passionate about that. It's like, why get married? Why adopting? I mean,
I
let's.
feel that I feel that they could get married, but maybe not to have kids. I don't know because I feel that the
Yes.
kid's gonna have a very strange family.
Yeah.
It's not common, so it's
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
what?
marriage.
And then I don't know where if the baby is growing, is gonna start asking, but wait, why do I have to that son or 2 months?
Yes.
I don't. Maybe that kind of couple need to feel normal into the society. So in that time, we are telling them, no, you can't have a baby. Maybe if they can be like a little bit free, the option to adoption maybe gonna be the way. Then we happen.
Okay, yes, yes. We just okay. Let's go with Laura's cons and then we discuss it. Okay,
Mhm.
let's get started now.
Okay. First, I think that is a little bit discrimination. If you can just say at a couple that no, you couldn't get married because just because it's a little bit discrimination, even if it's a couple that the same sex. Second, I think one in the right human, the human right say that the marriage is a right. So we couldn't say that you can't because it's a right. The other is maybe it's because they couldn't be free. So they need to be a little bit free or feel that they can get married and they ask to have a baby or to adopt a baby. I I think that some couples need it because they born like that. So you can't change that. They and I think that they're gonna be a good parents even if like we are because I prefer like a kid grow up with the couple the same sex that don't grow up with nothing just because the other couples don't want the baby. I prefer that thing. I don't. The other is because if the couple don't gonna do anything bad of you, they is gonna be happy with them. So let's see this. If they are happy, why you can say okay, they are happy, don't have problem. Nor is my business. The other is because the feelings even God, they say that the focus of the relationship is the feelings, is the love, is feel comfortable with the other person, be patient, be confident. And if you can have that with a same sex and the other person can have that with the same sex, why you couldn't have that? Why you couldn't let her that? It's like it's bad. It's saying, okay, no, I don't want to say because it's gonna be the loss. But for example, if a friend or if I don't know, a partner feel happy with a man or with a woman, the same sex, why we can't live like that? He is happy. She's happy like that. And my question for Angela is the next. Would you deny a person the happiness of being with the love of his life?
So let's suppose two girls want to get married, right?
Wait, I'm
Um,
sorry. My microphone was off. Sorry. Yeah, I would deny it. Yes. They can be happy, but they don't need to get married. So nobody is talking about happiness. It's about legal stuff. But yeah, I would say no.
Do you know any country where marriage is legal?
Yeah.
Mm, because I think in the States it's not yet either.
Well, it depends on the state because in some states it's legal, and they were debating recently that they could go to a priest or a pastor and ask the person to marry them. So, and if the person doesn't follow that, the religious leader would go to jail. So it is a big debate. I think in California it is legal. I don't know about the others because California is California. Very,
Yeah.
but I don't know if in other states they already approved that.
I don't know. It's hard because I have friends who are gay and lesbian, but and I think that they would like to get married, but I think again and it's difficult because not everybody is a good person. So
Yeah.
kind of hard. Okay, and the last ones are these. So we have, should recreational marijuana be legal? We know that in Canada it's legal now and in some states also, but in Colombia it's not yet. Who wants to be with the bras and who wants to be with the cats?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't care.
Mari.
Whatever.
Yeah, let's change since we already have the different. So I'm gonna be supporting the use
With
of,
the con
yeah,
Okay.
the pro. Yes, I'm gonna be
and Laura with the con,
supporting
the pro,
marijuana.
the con. Okay.
Okay.
So here is the link, and once again, ooh, all right. So 2 minutes and then we're back.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So let's keep it 2 minutes. Then, who would like to start?
I think it's her turn because I started the previous time.
Last
So
time,
it'll be Laura's.
Okay. Really
Uh,
loud.
yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, go.
If we are talking about that topic in Spain count, that is a drug. So not a this in special this drug is addictive. So can be good. I accept that because I use it in a cream. But we need to think out that it's addictive. And not all people are like the control for that. So it's gonna be legal. Uh all the people, most of part of the people gonna be addictive at that thing. In especial the teenagers that don't have control. They think that everything is fun, everything is easy, so they can get addicted to that drug. Or second, the act to have that in the hands easier gonna be like the organization criminal gonna be in benefit because gonna say, okay, it's legal or you can sell in a current in a shop, in a market. Why I can do that in a special, even you have like the special places for that. Gonna be like, it's legal, you can touch me because then it's legal. So we don't take out the boys, the kids that don't they then don't need to know about that in the first like the first age, like until 5. The second is because, for example, when you are driving or something like that, if you are with that drug, it's very dangerous. So can the options for get accidents or death gonna be more. So I think two is dangerous. Second, some products like are taking the great options for the drug, but we need to see that most of part of the doctors or most of part of the health organizations say no. So yeah, in your topic and oh my god, I don't know what more. The big reason is because the teenagers and the kids don't know how to use that, don't have control. They control herself is hard. So it's dangerous because gonna be addicted in the future. So for a good career, for a good job, for exist, they couldn't like think on that because they are busy in other things.
Okay, great. And,
That
and
first
what about the question? What is the
the question
question for?
is that mm, what would you say at a teenager or a teenager that get addicted thanks the legal drug?
Well, I think the I think no, I know the marijuana is not as harmful as other drugs, and he can be or she can be easily treated to walk out of the addiction. So that's not a that to me that's not a big. I'm just making that up. So I'm gonna tell you why I'm supporting the legalization of marijuana. Okay, because it is good for humanity. Okay, so it is good because it's not smoking pot is not as bad as using alcohol and cigarettes, and tobacco and alcohol are already legal. So why should we restrain the use of marijuana since these other two drugs are legal? And it's easy to control that among teenagers because you cannot sell tobacco or alcohol to minors. So it's gonna be the same thing, controlled. Okay, so I don't see it as I don't see that as a big problem. So on the other side, nobody, not even the government, can tell people what to drink or smoke. So basically, you're the owner of your own body. So that shouldn't be an issue that the government control. So if we legalize the use of weed, we know that it has many medical uses, that it helps many patients with cancer, pain, muscle pain, and other good qualities. So we need to promote that. So the pharmacy industry could research and find more uses for marijuana. So if we legalize it, it's gonna help the economy, okay? Because it will create many jobs, and also it's gonna help the economy because the police doesn't have to spend a lot of money controlling something that it's already shown that it's impossible to control. So what if we use that money the police is spending to control the use? We can use that money invest that money in other areas that society needs it more. Okay. Also, I read a study that in 1982, the government of the United States was researching about the use of money, and they printed like enough $100 bills for two citizens in the United States to have it in their pocket. Well, after the survey, they found that the half of the money, 70% of the money, was in the hands of organized crime. So if we legalize drugs, we're gonna take that money out of the drug cartel people. The bad guys are not gonna have economic power. So we're gonna help society in so many ways because we're moving the money into, it's like equality, because money is not gonna be in the hands of bad people. So everyone is gonna get a good income, and it has, as I said, it's gonna be, the law is not going, the police is not gonna spend such a big controlling amount of money, controlling something that it's proven that it's impossible to control. So yeah, I'm in favor of legalizing marijuana because it's gonna create jobs, it's gonna boost the economy without S at the end, boost, and then it's going to help grown-ups to recreate in a good way, like they are at home smoking pot and they're not gonna harm anyone, because it's been proven that marijuana is called laughing pot. Oh, I don't remember. I see it here. Yes. Oh, it says here, people smokes because it makes people laugh. People don't get violent or aggressive. It's like fine. So for those reasons, I'm supporting the legalization of marijuana. So also it's gonna help, not talking about the United States, but it's gonna help our economy because our country has suffered a lot in the hands of the drug lords. As I said, they control the money, they kill people, do so many bad things to our country. So what if we legalize marijuana and other drugs, our economy is gonna improve, and we're not gonna have so many dead people in our country. My question is, what would, if you're saying we're not gonna legalize marijuana, how can you create thousands of jobs that people need if we're not gonna? So what is your proposal to create jobs instead? Because I already mentioned marijuana will create many jobs. So what can we do if we don't do that? I don't know if I was clear.
Yeah. In that time, the people are focused in the global safety, in the ecology, be healthy, be fine. So have a lot of companies that need helpers, that need workers about that. So they pay basically for clean, for go and clean the oceans, have a lot of companies that need personal for do that kind of job, and it's important because these kind of jobs are needed in like every place.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So then we have the last one. Standardized tests, because we're more related with education. Standardized tests improve education. Again, Republic, the son. So we can change, right?
So standardized
Angela,
tests.
we
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you send us a link. Yeah, it's like standardized test is like TOEFL, SAT,
yeah, exactly.
test. Okay.
Or like in Colombia, we also have ICFES and all those things that are standard for everybody.
So am I supporting the test or I'm against the test? I'm against.
In marijuana, you were with the brown.
Support.
Now let's change to coin.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm against
And
those.
Laura.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay. 2 minutes.
minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so very good. Now I think Angela could start this time. Are you ready?
Yeah. As I was reading, I thought about me. That's what I do every year, and these are my arguments.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
great.
prepare my kids, my eighth graders, to take Cambridge Checkpoint, and I can understand many of these cons. It's like, yeah, I feel that way many times. Okay, I think in my case, I can say I do not agree with standardized testing because, for example, my eighth graders spent the whole year receiving test preparation, and I feel that we miss like meaningful learning because I prepare my kids for a test, and and the test, this test is just focusing reading and writing, reading comprehension and writing. I know reading it's very important, reading comprehension, but sometimes I feel that it doesn't improve the students' level because this is my fourth year teaching eighth grade in this at the same school, and after I worked so hard with them the whole year, preparing them for the October, then I asked my coworkers for next year when they are in ninth grade, and I have seen students like repeating the same mistakes over and over. And now I ask myself, is this worth it? Because, I spent a year teaching them how to write and read, and then the next year they're gonna take FCE, and the teacher is struggling with the same thing I have the previous year. So to me, the tests don't show the real students' performance. What I see in my kids is tons of stress because the test. And talking about SAT or ICFES, like I don't believe also that it measures the real knowledge of the kid. Like in my case, I had an awful result in ICFES when I graduated, and then one of the worst students had the best in the school, and I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. That didn't make sense to me. It was like, but also I know cases like my brother and my sister they are very smart cookies, and they got my sister had one of the best in Colombia, so did my brother. And I was like, oh, I'm the stupid of the family because I didn't get the same level.
No.
But yeah, that amazed me. Like, is this really measuring students' achievement and knowledge? Because my brother was the worst student in high school, but he's pretty smart. But he got excellent results in the ICFES, but he was like bad student. So of course everything changed when he entered to college. But yeah, at that moment, I don't know if ICFES or SAT is gonna help them. So I heard from my students at CAS. Oh, I'm sorry, I already passed the time. I'm not looking at the time. My students at no CAS, the previous school I used to be was American. The kids told me that there are several mistakes on ICFES English part. So yeah, several questions about testing. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, and the question will be,
and the question is, how can we teachers have a good balance between preparing the kids for the test and making sure they are learning good stuff? What would be your suggestion? How can we balance that?
One, I think that we need to teach the kids that control the stress that feel about a test, that lose the afraid about a test. I think that is the first. that we need to teach the kid, or yeah. But the method I'm thinking, but I don't know why. I don't know good advice, so I don't know.
Let's try it, okay? Ready? Go.
No, I think that I maybe teach both things. So if you are sure about that one topic gonna be in the test, teach that, and on the next day teach other right thing. I think I don't know.
Did you start it? No.
Yeah. Okay. In
Just
question about
start.
test,
Uh-huh.
I think that we need a good way to control what the kids are learning, because if I know that is good, and the text not is like the better way, because it's so stressful. But for example, in Asia, in Korea, in Japan, in China, all that kids or that teenagers learn how to control themselves. I know that is so stressful because even we read that, but it's necessary because they gonna learn how to get focused in one thing, even if not is by the moment. They need to learn how to get focused for one thing. Other thing is because the most part of the parents of the schools of the organization are agree with the test because they need to prove what they gonna contract, what they gonna have in the future in the companies, in the house, in a job. So they need to control that kind of thing. I think that too is good because you couldn't do a job if you don't know the necessary. So a test, I think that is well because test you for know like the basic, the primary that you need to know in all career. Because even in English, you see mathematics. And if I don't fix myself in mathematics in the test or in other thing, I don't learn nothing because I don't like. So they cannot text makes that the student needs to learn something. So I think that is like important because have a lot of students that don't like the English, don't like the Spanish, don't like the biology. And if they know that half a test, they're gonna study that. They're gonna see. They're gonna study that. So if you don't have like uh the right way or something that makes the student study, you don't gonna get nothing. And my question for Angela is, what other method you propose for evaluation, for evaluate the students or when you win a job?
Yeah, I was thinking about it as you were talking. I don't like standardized tests, but I think it's a way, well, the government needs somehow to control what schools are doing. So, but
Yeah.
I would say instead, one standardized test for the whole high school. I would say like my daughter used to take some tests, but I do not remember. Oh goodness. It is by grades instead taking it by the whole after you graduating high school. I would say, okay, one test like in odd years, like first grade, third grade, fifth grade, seventh grade, ninth grade, 11, like every 2 years they have some kind of testing to review the students' progress and, to compare schools between them. I would say that like every 2 years, some kind of testing. Oh, MAP, the one that Sarah used to take is called MAP, M-A-P. And that way it makes it more more, it's like more fair. It's like, you know, because it's comparing by grades, it's not by the whole high school.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
that's what I would do.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I also
it's
think
good.
that
Good idea.
there are no other fields that are assessed in this test. For example, people who are more into the artistic fields, and they have to know math and physics and all of that. I don't know. Sometimes I'm not in agreement with those tests, but it's a way of measure something, right? Like to have a result. But yeah, there are some schools that, which the students just choose something, I mean, a field they want to see, and that's it. But those are more common in the States, I think.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I think we have finished. I don't know if you have anything to say or about the topics, or if you would like something else for the classes.
Yes.
No.
Okay. So I think we finished for today. Hope to see you tomorrow. Today is Saturday, yeah. Tomorrow,
Okay.
8 a.m.
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
I
Yeah.
think at this time there are not many students because of the time. They don't want to wake up early. But I think it's better
I,
because you have the rest of the day.
exactly. And you have connection. You have good connection.
Internet connection, yeah.
Uh,
All right. So hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good day.
Okay.
Okay. Bye,
Bye.
teacher.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.